Hey, welcome to the first ever episode of the Grow Yourself podcast. I'm your host, Liel, and I am just so excited to finally start this thing. This has seriously been a dream of mine for the past year and a half. So finally, I'm sitting down, hitting record, even though I have a tiny bit of a cold, so I hope you can ignore that. For the first episode, I wanted to talk about growth. I don't know if you could tell from just the name of this podcast, but growth is everything for me. Every single day, I'm trying to become a better version of myself. It's all about growth. Now, for a second, I want you to imagine the greatest version of you. Like, what does that person look like? Think about it. What time does that person go to sleep? What kind of friends does that person have? When that person walks out of a room, what kind of impact do they leave? Now, what if I told you that you could actually be that person? That is honestly the most exciting thing. Like, I could literally become whoever I want to be. How do we actually do this? Well, there's so many different types of ways to grow. Reading books, going to classes, listening to podcasts. But I think the biggest way to become the best version of yourself is simply going outside of your comfort zone. Let me explain. Every single person that you could think of has this, I guess you could say, like a bubble around you. I kind of imagine it like you're under your warm, fluffy comforter and you don't have to talk to people. You don't have to face the world. You're like in this cozy cocoon. That's like how I imagine your comfort zone. Okay, so sounds amazing. Obviously, who wouldn't want that? There's no fear of failure. There's no fear of making mistakes. But I'm sure we all know what that feels like when you've stayed in bed all day, haven't got out of your pajamas. And sure, that's nice to have some days like that, but it's never really a great feeling at the end of the day when you just didn't do anything productive. Most people are just too scared to push themselves. And the thing is, you're allowed to be scared. It's supposed to be scary. But just because you're scared doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Our really good family friend, Ari Shabat, says this amazing quote. He says, "Do what you can't." Oftentimes in our lives, we see something that's too hard for us and we tell ourselves that we just can't accomplish it. We can't do it. But Ari Shabat is telling us, don't say I can't do that. Take out the I can't. Because there is no can't. You can. 2 weeks before Purim this year, my school called me and they asked me if I would want to be the student speaker before the Megillah reading. Now, this is a huge deal because this Megillah reading is open for our entire community. There would easily be over 700 people there. My immediate thought was there is no way I can do it. I can't speak in front of 700 people, but I didn't let that fear stop me, and I said yes. And thank God, it went really well. People were coming up to me afterwards, saying how much it inspired them, and I really realized that when you go out of your comfort zone, you could really impact people. It's not about you, it's about them. One of my favorite rabbis, Rav Noach Weinberg, used to say, you can't do anything, but God, He can do everything. If we truly believe that Hashem could do anything, why not try for everything? This is exactly why every single day I find one thing that makes me feel scared, and I do it anyway. I try to push myself outside of my comfort zone at least once a day. I'm challenging you right now. I want you to do this with me. Find that one thing that gives you those butterflies in your stomach, and even though you're scared, do it anyways. I don't care if it's smiling at a stranger or speaking in front of 700 people. No matter what it is, push yourself the tiniest bit out of your comfort zone. Because that is exactly how you can grow yourself. I want to thank you so much for listening to the first episode of the Grow Yourself podcast. I'm Liel, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye!